All right, on YouTube, here we go. People, Liberty Aid Academy here. Yes, and this is John McKeag. And this is the Trust Crash Course. Now, Liberty Aid Academy has a course where we teach you how to open up a trust that's tax free. No reporting to the IRS, no paying taxes to the IRS, and it has many, 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 many other benefits besides just those. So this is kind of a crash course on the trust and that course that we have at the school. So if you have any questions while I'm doing this live event, just go ahead and type them in the chat. That's good, and no problem. I will go through the particulars of what's important about this trust, why it's completely legal, and if you have any questions, just type it in the chat as we go. All right, here we go. So, actually, hold on just a second. That's not it. It is it. Okay. My bad. Liberty Aid Academy is a school founded to make our students' lifestyle easier. And we do it by experience. In other words, I'm the instructor here, John McKeag. I prove all these methods first. I put them up on YouTube, and I prove that they all work first. And then we make them available to others, which, is wonderful. We have all the proof that it works, and now we have a team here to help you. So who is this trust for? This trust, actually, all you do, doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing, your attempts to avoid IRS taxes before were all based on, oh, these are the rules of a certain thing, like an LLC, a person, C corp, nonprofit, things like those. They all had rules, and if you did some action, well, then you owe tax. This trust is different in that way. Okay, it's structure based. You have this trust, and you get the EIN. We teach you how to do that. We have all the documents, everything in the course. Okay, it's really easy. And then the moment you get that EIN, that's when you have 501c3 status, tax free, from that moment. And so it's structure based. Doesn't matter what actions you perform with your trust, with your debit card. I bought this, I sold this, and blah blah. Doesn't matter. Any financial events of any kind, they don't matter anymore. It's not. It's not based on action. It's based on the structure itself of this trust. This trust is copyrighted. I did it first, so it's copyrighted. If you use this trust, no problems for any students since 2016. Everything's fine. No problem with me, mine, no one. And no one has any problems. So, if you have a business, all you do is just change out your bank account and your payment gateway. That's it. Nothing on the front end. Your clients know nothing. And then legally, right? You don't owe any IRS taxes, no, and you don't fill out forms to the IRS ever again. Isn't that wonderful? And it also works for any individual. You're using your straw man, the business called the person, that corporate entity. It's not you, obviously. People run businesses, they're not businesses. And so, you just simply use this trust instead. That's it. So it's for anyone. Anyone can use this trust. You see what I'm saying? To get out of their taxes. Yeah. All right, George, how you doing? Um, and now this is the part of the IRS code that explains, oh, this is, how you're a nonprofit. No problem. Great. So 26 U.S. Code, that's part of the United States Code, this is Chapter 26, and Chapter 26 is the IRS Code, as they call it. This is part of it. It's, code section, that's squiggly line, code section 508, special rules with respect to section 501c3 organizations. Cool. New organizations must notify the secretary that they are applying for recognition of 501c3 status, except as provided in subsection C. Oh, fantastic. So that's saying, see, 501c3 status is nonprofit, right? You don't pay taxes. That's it. You know, IRS nonprofit meaning, right? It's a nonprofit. You don't pay taxes to the IRS. That's it. And with this type of exception, you also don't report. But we're going to do that code section next. This is never pay taxes. Hooray. So let's go down to that except part, because it said except, right? You have to notify the secretary. In other words, you have to apply to get 501c3 status, except if you fit in the categories below here in C, the exceptions, and C1A, mandatory exceptions. Here they are. Churches, yeah, you heard of that, right? Churches, comma, they're integrated auxiliaries, churches, basically, comma, and conventions, okay, that's not a church, or association of churches. So church, or convention, which is agreement between two parties. We'll go over the definition, but that is a trust. So you can use trust. Yay. So here's the never report taxes. Again, 26th chapter. This is Code Section 6033. Returns by exempt organizations. Organizations required to file. Okay. Except as provided in paragraph 3. Oh, okay. They started off with the except this one. Okay. Except that, down below. Every organization exempt from taxation under Section 501 shall file an annual return. Oh, so let's see about this exception. Let's see if we qualify down there, right? Number 3. And guess what? It's word for word as the last code, right? This is it right here. Word for word, the last, same as last code. Mandatory exception, churches, comma, they're integrated auxiliaries, comma, and conventions or association of churches. So 3 church things, everybody knows that one, and a convention. Well, what's a convention? It's just an agreement between two parties. And the two parties in this case, which you're going to hold, are grantor and trustee. There are 3 parties in a trust, right? Grantor, trustee, and beneficiary. You don't have to name beneficiaries, meaning you can do this all yourself. Yay! Have a nonprofit status business, your trust, and instead of operate your person, right? You still have your person. It still exists. Just keep it with good credit. That's it. And you don't need to do anything else with it. I'll take a few questions before we get to the next slide. Let's see. Joan Kearns. Hi. Thanks for your good work. No problem. I have the trust. Has sold a house out of the trust. Great. The title company sent a 1099-S to the IRS. Is the IRS going to expect something from my trust? No. No, they're not. No, they're not. See, you just go through an event, and they were required to, file a 1099, but the IRS knows you're tax exempt and reporting exempt, right? And you know you're tax exempt and reporting exempt. Your trust is. And so, no, you do nothing with it, Joan. And George, right answer. Boom. Yeah, right? No, you got it, George. You're right. And I read down, and George just got it. That's the beauty of it. Since you filled out that you sold a house out of the trust, right? So the name of the trust was in it. The person wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. You filled out a W-9 probably to initiate the 1099 probably, and you filled out the trust. Blah 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 blah. That's it. They might have filled it out too. I don't know. I don't know how they do it in closings like that. They might have done it, but which is fine either way. It doesn't really matter either way. But that's it. Simple, right? That's the beauty of this. Average guy. Yeah, I love it. There used to be a good channel on YouTube, spelled slightly not like your average, but he used to be non-average as well. Yeah, no problem, Joe. Great question. Okay, so what can you put into this trust? Your money, right? You get a bank account, put your money in it, and it's the trust money. But you're the one with the debit card, so it's your money, whatever. You see? But you follow the rules of the trust. It's like, well, own nothing, control everything, right? I don't. It's not mine. It's in the trust. So, see, they can't take it ever. And you could also get any kind of bank account, like, like uh, equities account, like at Schwab, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, things like that. Also, you can get a crypto account too in the name of a trust. So, same things. You're using that account. That's all you need to do, and then you don't. No reporting taxes, no paying taxes yet. Okay. Your car, meaning anything that gets a title, like your car, or a truck, or 18-wheeler, or a mobile home, or a boat, or a trailer. Basically, any title at the DMV, you can change over to the trust owning it. Yay. And real estate. Yes, your home for sure, but any real estate that you own, you can put in the name of the trust, and then, if you do that, the next step, if you want, could be to go down and apply at the county for real estate property tax exemption, which, that would now qualify for thanks to the trust. Yay. And we go over how to do that. In the mentor program, yay. But you get your trust, so that qualifies for you how to do it. Yay. So your business, you just simply change out the bank account to the trust and get a payment gateway for the trust. Your business stays the same, except for, guess what? No more paying the IRS taxes, no more reporting to the IRS taxes. That's the only change. Hooray, right? Let's go on to the next one here. So, automatic 501c3 nonprofit status. Hooray. So this comes, you can Google this if you want to, like while I'm doing this or while you're watching this on a video or whatever. You would just do SBA, you Google SBA, and then these words over on this area. Faith-based organizations, FAQ. That's all you need to Goog. And a PDF will pop up, and this stuff's on page 2 of the PDF, and this is from the SBA, which is, the Small Business Administration. That's the bankers. Business bankers for the government. I mean, the bankers run everything, so they run everything. Let's see what we have to say here. This was guidance for the EIDL and PPP loans, which is straight out of the government, straight from the horse's mouth here. And let's go through it. Okay. Regarding participation of faith-based organizations in PPP and EIDL program. All right. So how will churches qualify if they've not been afforded tax-exempt status by the IRS? Okay, that's churches. And this next question is not about churches, is it? It says organizations. Do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status, or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? Hooray! Perfect. And so what we got here is they lifted from the code that we just read, those 2 code sections, word for word, except for these little parentheses, right? The qualifying, who qualifies for this tax exemption? Churches, integrated auxiliaries of churches, and conventions or association of churches, lifted right from those 2 code sections about not reporting and not paying taxes, yay. And they qualify for PPP and EIDL loans as long as they meet the requirements of Section 501c3 of the IRS Code and all of the PPP and EIDL requirements. Okay, cool. And here's the big sentence. Such organizations, don't say churches, does it? It says such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status. Hooray! See 26 U.S.C. United States Code Section 508C1A. Well, we already saw it. Great. So that's it. That's how, I figured out how to follow the law and follow the tax code. I did it myself first, opened up this trust, didn't have any problems, and then helped everybody else through it. Yay. One victory at a time, average guy. That's right. So, what's different about our school than every other school? I mean, every other school. That includes every large university, right? Just, you know, University of North Carolina where I went to school and got my MBA and master's in accounting. So, right? They didn't have any proof that I was going to be able to do anything with that. It's a good thing they don't, right? I mean, they have support like we do. We have support. We got your online support. We're an online school. We got support for you. We got a team. They're fantastic. Everyone is successful with this work. Everyone. But what's different about our school than any other school? Our testimonials. They'll blow your mind. They're on the website. They're on a YouTube channel. Every single one of them has a notarized affidavit with it from a real human. That's not on any school website. No accountant has that. No lawyer. No one has that. Our school has that. You should really be concerned about where your money is now. But you really, after you do this, there's really no concern at all. So get the trust, open the trust, put your money in that, have every nickel that you have safe as sound, and it's you. It's just you on the trust. We just teach you how to do it. We're not in on anyone's trust or anything like that. That's how you do it. It's how you set it up. It's all yours. You get the debit card, bank where you want. We got the proof. So, and we also have Business Finance 101 course comes with the trust. It teaches you how to get credit, like, when they were giving out PPP and EIDL credit cards, they're still giving out lines of credit, auto loans, all that. We teach you how to build credit for your trust. It's great. You get a lot more credit, business credit, right, under a trust, and much better credit cards with lower annual fees. It's phenomenal. So, where can you bank? Do I have to go to a special bank to do this? No, you do not. Really, bank where you want. Bank where you're currently banking. We make suggestions and guidance and training, but just bank where you want. That's no problem whatsoever. So, yeah. We have a couple courses. The Business Finance 101 comes with it, so you don't go buying that because it's only for the trust, so they're bundled together. It's only on the website because in the past, when we had the course of the trust, it wasn't bundled together. And we thought that was smart, but everyone wants the credit information, so we put them together. So, because you kind of need to know that from the beginning anyway. So you do that, start your trust, fantastic. Okay, 2 advising sessions come with the trust. You get my time on Zoom, one-on-one. You schedule it, where it works out, your schedule. I got, advising sessions every week. You pick one, and then we're chatting on Zoom. You get a link. Talk about it. But 2 of them come with the trust. But if you need more time, I have it. Yay. And then I talked about the mentor program. There's a mentor program. Once you get the trust of it, it's like, okay, what do I do with this thing? Besides get credit, right? Because we teach how to get that already. It comes with it. Business Finance 101. Everything else is in the mentor program. Like everything. Like the question we were just asked about real estate. All the expertise about how to use it is in there. So fantastic. We crashed through all the stuff with the trust crash course. It's really, you could open this up in one day, really. You could go, you could like study it over the weekend and do it by Monday. You really could do that. People have done it very quickly. Take your time and study it, no problem. It's not, you just make an appointment at the bank. If I am going to open up a trust account, they're like, oh, what? Great. Somebody with money's coming in. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I have some money to put in your account. That's why I need one. But, you get the red carpet service. Average guy, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Determination is a must. I'm coaching myself. Good. Hey, you just gotta go through this and do it. Everyone has to use money here. It's like, what a pain, right? But you have to have a debit card to some account, right? Okay, well, you have it for the trust account. That's all. So you're not doing extra stuff at the end. You're like, okay, All I'm doing, I have to make a purchase. There's a debit card. That's it. So once you get your trust up, it's like, okay, that's all you do. And that, once you get this training, once you get it down, the knowledge, it's just, you're still just going about your day. You're not going to be doing anything extra. Oh, okay, I got it applied for a credit card for the trust. I learned how to do that. But you still, it's just, okay, I got a credit card, shoot, swipe it, that's it, you know? These are new tactics, but they fit in harmony in your life, and they're invisible. You're just going about your day just how you would any other day. You know, nothing. There's nothing to observe on the outside. There's no uh, tax forms. In other words, every all the presidents are like, oh, you can't see my taxes. It's like, yeah, you know, really, you don't say. Wow, this is why. That's all. It's completely legal to do this. So, okay, we're here. You could, get with my team on anything. liberty8academy.org. You're going into a new year. Do you really want to owe the IRS money? You see what I'm saying? You could get this trust now in mid-December, have it opened before the first, right? And then, pow, that's it. The IRS out of your life for this year coming up and all the next years. Legally, too. So, you know, it's good if you did your New Year resolution like now, before the New Year, so you don't have any uh, tax liability, right? Coming up. Of course, if you do have tax liability of any kind, you could maybe decide not to pay it and put everything in a trust. And then if your other entity that was supposed to pay taxes didn't have anything, well, how are they going to get anything? You see what I'm saying? It's a trick that solves a lot of things, many things. No, the trust is, of course, right? The trust package, like when you click to get the trust, yes, the Business Finance 101 comes with it. Hurry. Yes, it does. Yes, yes, yes. Comes with it. As do uh, two of my advising sessions on Zoom. Yes, it's on the website too, all the details of it. But yes, it comes with it. Absolutely, tells you how to build credit for the trust, all that. Hurry. Yes, it does. It's not that the trust has it in it. There are two courses comes with it. You make your donation, you get them. It's a part of the trust in that way, as a course. Yes. Yeah, no, you got to set everything up like George says. So you got to learn how to get credit, credit profile, that kind of stuff. This is you know basic stuff. Uh, it's good to have at the beginning. You know, so yeah, George is helpful. Uh, so yeah, it comes with it. You really want to. I mean, you know, with everything going on, don't you want to get your money out of their jurisdiction so it's never touched? And don't you want to be under another trust and out of their jurisdiction? I mean, I know it's great for me and everyone else. I think people may not realize how many things this trust does, but I really advise you to get it and watch our YouTube channel and learn about all the benefits that this has. Okay, uh, if you have any questions or any thoughts on this, looks like we're having a holiday slow evening, which is totally cool. Um, but I think people should really be talking about this because it changes your life. You see, you're not reporting taxes. You don't have to pay. Everything's in a trust. And you beat inheritance taxes too. Families get together and try and plan during the holidays for financial stuff. And this also beats inheritance taxes. And, it's so incredible. You can also go through this and get exempted from property taxes. You can also use this trust to get exempted from sales taxes. The list is so long. You can also use this trust to get an EBT, $250 a month. You could use this trust on and on and on and on and on. So many things it does. And all of them, really, it's all about putting in less of your time, like reporting, you don't pay taxes and stuff, you don't fill out paperwork, yet, and also keeping money, right? Both. What could be better than that? George, I've told dozens, if not hundreds of people about this. Thank you, George. I'm not sure if one of them have ever done it right, because I think the God of this world has blinded a lot of people's eyes. I just think you're so right. The programming, right? Time for your evening news programming and other. They literally call it programming. What can you expect? So here I am, deprogramming. Like, I got proof. We got testimonials with the notarized affidavit. We've been doing this for years. Been posted by proof. Here I am live, out real. You see, there's no worry and concern with any of this. Lose your program and have, think of how much happier all your new years will be with no paying the IRS, no even thoughts about the IRS, right? No pay, no filling out forms. That's just the start. But can you imagine that? I mean, you should try and imagine it, because all you got to do is learn this little bit of information, and then that's it. It's so easy. Once you know how, it's gives you back money and time in your life. And the more you do, the more time and money you get back. George, people are worried or apprehensive. They think it can't be true, or they'll get in trouble, right? But it's all written down right in the actual government websites, right? That's why I read from their websites exactly. It's so fucking right. I mean, this is what the government says. That's all I do is just quote them, and then I show proof. Look, yeah, but what about the IRS? I'm like, that's text from the IRS, you see? So that's who gives the EIN. The IRS, problems with the IRS are the first things to go away forever. Why? They give the EIN. They know all about it. You see? We had the first question today. What do I do with the 1099? Well, the IRS knows already. Your trust is tax exempt, hooray. Reporting exempt, hooray. They're not expecting anything. We're never going to hear from them. Yeah, that's the deal. You're never going to hear from us, and we're never going to pay anything. Fantastic. Yeah. This is what all the wealthy elite are doing. And why? Because it's legal. They're intelligent, So, okay. It's pretty simple. It's a simple change in your life. Change your bank account, change your life. I mean, how easy is that? All right. If there are no more questions, and I appreciate you all being here. I thank you. We do this. We go live on YouTube Mondays at noon. I do Mondays at noon, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Okay, just to prove. Here I am again. Guess what? Nothing bad is happening for anyone. It's all good. Everything. It's like. And each time you get on here, it's like, somebody's always coming on here, hey, I opened my bank account, I got rid of my property tax, I did this, I did that, and so on. That's actually happened every time for so long. It's very unusual that we haven't seen it today, isn't it? All right, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your coming, George. It's good to have you regular. So it's like, I go through my stuff, and then I get there, it's like, kaboom. George has already got it. So, yeah, you're getting the hang of this, buddy. All right. So, thank you. Joan, thanks for coming. I'm so happy you just bought and sold property and nothing to the IRS. That's like, yay. Going through my Christmas time, my holiday time, whatever. And the IRS isn't on the list. Check. Scratch it out. But that's wonderful. Anyway, spend time with your family, spend time with your unhappiness, fear or worry. That's not what we're about here. Get this trust, change your life, because really, you're worried and concerned. If someone's worried and concerned about something, it's because they don't have knowledge, right, to overcome that worry and concern. I, you know, this overcomes a lot of worries and concerns. So, like George did, tell everyone, let's get through the new year and not have the IRS in our lives anymore. What do you say? Okay, everybody, have a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend, and we'll be here. I'll be here